Oh my god, we're back. It's been a while. It's been a while. But guess what? Nothing's really changed. I mean, a lot has changed. And not a lot has changed. You know why? Because people are stupid. I finally did something I should have done a year ago. Maybe 2 years ago. And it sucks. It really sucks. It blows. And did I mention it sucks? Yeah, it really sucks. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. Just my insides hurt. I'm emotional all the time, and like I said, it sucks. Anyway, some fun stuff. I don't know. I mean, what's some fun stuff to get into? Oh, that new Genie for Aladdin is awful. It is awful. It is trash. And guess what? It is going to tank. It is going to be bad. And I will be there opening night. I don't want it to suck. But guess what? It's going to suck. And there's nothing we can do about it. I told myself, I'll just wait for a trailer. I'll wait for an actual trailer. And maybe we'll see what it looks like. I think it was EW a couple months ago that released some first looks of Will Smith as the Genie, and he wasn't, he was just in like his, what he called it, his civilian disguise essentially, which is just his human form. And I wasn't digging those. It was stupid. It was dumb, and God forbid you criticize this movie as a white man. How dare you? Like you're look at the white man just banging on diversity. No, stupid. It's not what this is. It is how awful everything looks. They just released a sneak peek. It was a minute. Not even a trailer. It's a minute. Here's everything that's wrong with it. The visuals look like they were done in the 80s. The guy who's playing Jafar. I talk like this because I am fearsome. No, you're not. He has the highest voice possible. He's not even, I think he's shorter than the guy who's playing Aladdin, so he's not even intimidating. He's not intimidating whatsoever. It's awful. It's awful. The only good thing so far that I've liked is Naomi Scott, who's Jasmine. She was also in the Power Rangers movie that came out a couple years ago. Anyway, Will Smith makes an appearance as, the Genie for his big reveal. And he looks like all he does is neck workouts. He's all neck and literally, like, it is awful. It is disgusting. But how dare the white man say that? Dude, can't tell you how many times I've seen that online. But you know what else I've also seen online everywhere? How much people hate this thing. It looks stupid. One, they shouldn't have gotten Will Smith to do it. Okay? They should have either gotten an unknown or some up-and-coming comedian or, people or someone that knows how to, do impressions or imitations or who's, is actually funny. Was Will Smith funny? Yeah, for one season of Fresh Prince back in the early 90s. But that was it. He was literally just Will Smith. He was Will Smith being Will Smith. There was no effort whatsoever of him trying to be any type of character. You know who I would have loved to see as the Genie? Ready? And we're probably going to get... here comes but just wants another white man. Bill Hader. Bill Hader is hilarious. And guess what? He would have made it work. Because he's actually funny. But no, they wanted to go with the big name, Will Smith. Why not? Again, he said, a line. Maybe we're judging this too harshly, but guess what? I'm done waiting. Actually, let me take that back. I'm not done waiting until I actually see it, and then I can shit on it for being awful when I actually see it. Or maybe it'll surprise me, and I don't have to shit on it, and I can say, I actually liked it, but that's doubtful. It's doubtful. Something I've been thinking about a lot lately is, that old trope of like the 80s and 90s, or even like early 2000s of like sitcoms or movies where it's like, you get a girl's number, and you gotta wait 3 days. You gotta wait 3 days to call her. Before texting was a thing or whatever. Gotta wait 3 days to call her. Meet a nice girl at a bar or like a nice little hangout area. Things click. You know, you got the same interests. You feel a vibe. You know, it's cool. You don't go home because you're not looking for some hookup. You're just, you know, you seem awesome. Can I get your number? You exchange numbers. And then you gotta wait 3 days, bro. You gotta wait 3 days. How about shut up? How about if it's late at night, you maybe wait till the morning? Or if it's not that late at night, maybe just send a little, hey, it's so-and-so. Hope you made it home all right. Bam! Don't wait 3 days. That's stupid. You know why? Because most of the time they're probably going to forget. Or they're just going to be like, he wasn't actually interested in me. 3 days. That's so stupid. The 3-day rule. That's so dumb. Why wait? Why wait and put off that what could possibly be a good or great thing? You know? Or does nobody else know and it's just me? Dude, yeah. I'm more of a call you or ask you out in person kind of guy. Because I just think texting is so cheap. It's so easy. Excuse me. Yeah, it's so cheap and easy. Like dudes are breaking up with chicks over text. You know how lame that is? You know how weak you are to do that? Or the new fad of just ghosting people. Like, if you don't want to talk to somebody, how about you tell them instead of being a dick and just letting them think of letting them think what could be, or, just fucking tell them. And that's not even like that's your friends. That's some, like, I don't know. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, am I guilty of it? Yeah, but I usually do it when I think the conversation's ended, not when I'm trying. Like that's so annoying. Or my favorite is when you text somebody and they're clearly ignoring you and they don't want to tell you like whatever it is, but you see them online on a bunch of places. And it's just like, okay, I get the hint. I'll go fuck myself. So annoying. Don't want to talk to somebody, you tell them. Like, how hard is it? You know how hard it is? It's not hard at all. You just tell them, leave me alone. And if they don't leave you alone after that, fucking block them or ignore them. It's just so rude. But hey, that's just me. I guess I'm old-fashioned in that way. Like, I don't like asking people out over text. Unless you've already done it. You go out on a date, and you, for whatever reason, you forget to ask them when you drop them off. Like, oh, I'd love to do this again sometime. You free next fucking Wednesday? No, don't do that. If for whatever reason you forget, then yeah, and you're talking to them. You're just texting them one day, like, oh, how was work? Oh, you wanna go to lunch? That's okay. But like a first date kind of guy, nah, that's not me. I'm not. I'm gonna ask you in person, or whatever. I'm also a big and my friends hate me for this, but I'm a big, if I gotta know something, if I gotta ask you something, or I'm trying to set things up for like that, like, hey, we all want to hang out, we want to go do this. Oh, I wonder if so-and-so wants to go to dinner with us in an hour. I'm not gonna text them because some people are awful at texting. I'm gonna call. Yeah, I'm a big call you to see what's going on kind of guy. If I have a question, I'm gonna call. You know why? Because it's quick and easy, you get it over with. It's that simple. That simple. Anyway, I feel like I'm ranting, but it's not really ranting. No, it's not really ranting, is it? No. So I talked about this before. I'm rewatching That 70s Show since the last time I don't know, a while. Like, before I was old enough to really get the jokes or watch it. But anyway, a lot of those jokes would not fly today, and we're in a climate in a culture that I'm surprised nobody's boycotted or like told Netflix, you got to get rid of that 70s show because it's sexist and it's offensive. Example. Fez takes a picture underneath Donna's, schoolgirl outfit, and it's laughable. It is hilarious, but if it was in today's climate, it'd be, that's sexual assault, blah, blah, blah. I mean, is it? Yeah, you could argue it is. Not even argue, I mean, that kind of is, but back then nobody cared because it's comedy. We know it's not true. We know that's not actually happening. Oh, you're saying sexual assault and harassment's funny? No, but, if a comedian says something racy like that on stage and it's funny, I'm gonna laugh because anything can be made funny. No matter the darkest of material, it can be found funny. I'm sorry. Oh, well, it's true. But yeah, a lot of those jokes definitely wouldn't fly today. The verbal beating that Red gives Eric every episode would be chastised and just no father should talk to their son like that. That's mean. Shut up. Jesus. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'm not going to stop saying it until something changes, and I doubt it will. We are in an outrage culture. We are in a I need to complain culture. And am I complaining right now? And am I part of that problem? Yeah, but I'm complaining about the people complaining about bullshit that just doesn't matter. Again, I'm not saying certain issues don't matter, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. Just shut up. If something is small but it personally offends you, don't bring it down to the just don't go to the mass and just be like, no, it should be canceled. Just shut up. Be offended. Stop watching. Stop listening, stop doing whatever it was. If you didn't like a movie because it says something stupid, don't tell people not to watch it. Just don't ever watch it again. Who the hell are you to tell people what they shouldn't see? Unless you're the MPAA, but that's your job because it's the rating system. But that's not the point. Like when people say, oh, you shouldn't watch that. I'm going to go watch it because they told me not to. Or, oh, you shouldn't say that because it's offensive to people without pinkies. Now, until I run into a person that doesn't have a pinky or a set of pinkies, I'm going to keep saying it because it's irrelevant to what's going on now. Jeez. Complete outrage. It's disgusting. It sucks. Oh, another thing about that 70s show. How does everybody know where Eric's basement is? Like, literally everybody knows where it is. Everybody. Like, oh my. Guess what? I'm not going to edit that out because I don't believe in edits. That's simple. Anyway. Like, yeah, everybody knows where the basement is. Like, it's so annoying. Like, new characters that have never been to the basement, they just walk in there alone. Whatever. I mean, just found it funny. Something that I don't like, something that actually drives me crazy is like you're watching, it's mainly TV shows. I haven't really seen it with a movie, but it's mainly TV shows where they get like a cup of coffee or they get something to drink and you can tell the cup is empty. Like, you can just tell. Like, nobody moves their arm that much with a full drink, especially a hot drink. You know what I mean? Like, you can just tell it's an empty cup. But my favorite thing that annoys me is you're watching something and like somebody's at a movie. Like, you're watching a movie or TV show where they're at the movies. And I'm just dying here. They're at the movies and guess what? They're drinking their drink and it's just they're slurping their drink. And it's the slurping sound that like you know the sound like with the ice. There's like no more drink. There's like barely any drink left, and it makes like that suction sound. You know what I'm talking about. I hate that. It's so annoying. Like what Regal does, or like what Regal. They have like a new student film that they play before every movie, and like they're always drinking, and it's like your drink is full. Why is it slurping like that? And it's just so unrealistic. And like everybody's like, oh my god, your popcorn is so good, and they're like, ha ha ha. I'm just waiting for somebody to make a realistic version of that, where there's people telling other people to shut up, and people complaining and talking in the movie, and you just have to deal with it, kicking the seat. If you're a filmmaker, please make that happen. Please. We want it. We all want it. We want it bad, too. We want it bad. Not as bad as Queen, but we want it. Get it? You guys probably don't get that. But yeah, I mean, that whole slurping thing is just... It's just irritating, you know? It's just irritating. If you're a football guy or a basketball guy and you don't know a lot about a sport, we'll know. We as viewers will know that you just don't know what you're talking about. Example, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. They can talk football all day if they want. You know, they know what they're talking about. Basketball? Sure, why not? I don't really follow basketball. But oh well, you can tell they know what they're talking about. When they talk about baseball, man, don't. You just don't. Please don't. I'm going to say it again. Don't. It hurts. It physically hurts me to listen to them try and talk about baseball. That'd be like me trying to talk about politics, which I'm ignorant to. It'd be like me trying to talk about menstrual cycles because I'm not a woman and I'm not a doctor. I mean, I know enough. I know, like, you know, the bare minimum. But I'm not a physician. I don't know the ins and outs and this and that. Okay, again, probably a bad example. It'd be like me talking about something I don't know. A lot of people would probably say, you don't know anything, and to be funny, and it'd probably be funny. But, like, they should just stop, man. Please. Please just stop. Please. Please, please, please. It hurts. It really... Or when they talk about, like, the UFC, like, oh, my God, please stop. I know... I probably know less than them, but they just don't know how to talk about it. Just stop, please. It hurts. You're physically hurting me. You make me want to die. Okay, it hurt. You make me want to jump off a building because you guys don't know what you're talking about, and it shows. It shows. It shows. But yeah, leave the baseball talk to the baseball guys, to the ex-players or the analysts who have been in the, you know, have been there for years, that actually know what they're talking about. Leave it to them, please. We literally have a network dedicated to baseball with like 16 hours of live new content that they cover every day. Okay? If you want to hear people talk about baseball, go to MLB Network. Please. I mean, do yourselves a favor. Stop listening to these morons and just go on. Go on with your lives. The Academy announced today that they're doing something that I've mentioned before and I've talked about, not on here, but in general, that they should limit the presentations during the broadcast. Like, don't present again. I know it's the Academy Award. You know, it's the biggest night in Hollywood. You know, it's my favorite night of the year. Yes, even more than Christmas or my birthday or any of that stuff. It's my favorite night. It's my favorite time of the year. And yeah, you should. Each award should have their own due, but it's like it's towards the middle of the broadcast, and you're showing us the short winners. Like, I couldn't care less, man. A lot of people couldn't. Again, I understand the side where people are talking about, hey, let's do this. Like they deserve their due, and it's like, true. That's why I put up with it. Well, the Academy announced this morning that they are not going to present the shorts, the hair and makeup, which I'm kind of okay about. They're not going to present them during the live broadcast. They're going to present them during a commercial break, and then have a montage of the winners and their speeches towards the end of the broadcast. Well, the other two that I think you shouldn't is they're going to get rid of film editing and cinematography. They're going to move those to commercial too. I think it's a big no because cinematography without cinematography there is no movie. And it's cool to see every year the nominees for cinematography, and you see the different styles. You see just how beautiful film can be. Example, when Roger Deakins a couple years ago, last year actually, when he won for Blade Runner, it was his first win and like his 13th or something ridiculous nomination. And just the scene the scene they chose to show it was incredible. Blade Runner 2049. I really liked it. I thought it was beautiful. A lot of people didn't like it, but again, one of the things everybody can agree on was it was beautiful to look at. It was fun to look at. And it's things like that that the Academy, again, it's ABC, they're running the show this year, and they're looking at ratings and trying to relate to the young folk. Screw the young folk. Screw people like me. Who cares? It's the Oscars. Again, I understand wanting to cut the short and the hair and makeup, and I kind of agree, and I agree with it. But don't cut cinematography and editing. Are you serious? Literally, without those two, there's no movie. There's no movie. Like seriously, there is no movie without a cinematographer that is literally that's filming the movie, because people don't realize directors aren't behind the camera. Some do it, like one or two or three or four. You know, this isn't the 40s and like there are people that handle cameras. The director tells them what they want the shot to be, where they want it to go, if they want it to track, if they want it to this, and they let them go. The director's there. He's still behind. He's behind a monitor, and he's watching everything. If he doesn't like it, he tells the cinematographer, "Hey, maybe instead of tracking to the right, maybe start to the left and work your way to the right." You know, kind of like this. That's their job, and they're getting rid of it. I think they shouldn't. I think they should bring back the editing and the cinematography, but that's not going to happen because the Oscars have been a shit show the last couple of years. If you don't believe me, ask La La Land, because I will never stop talking about that because they were robbed. Anyway, yeah, that was a big announcement. That was shit. But you know, anybody else watch the Grammys the other night? No. Well, you're not alone, because I didn't. All I could hear about was how awful they were, and how out of touch the music industry is, and how non-existent rock and roll and country are. You know, they're just not existent in the awards anymore. Now it's just about the pop and the rap stars and the mumble rappers and the those guys that we'll never hear from again in like 2 or 3 years. It's their night now. Let's save that for the MTV Awards, please. That's what it feels like. The MTV Music Video Awards are like the big night for me. No, I mean, it's still the Grammys. And again, I don't know much about popular music today and all the trashy artists that we have, but I saw some highlights. It was garbage. Heard some people talk about how much they hated it and how much they also said it was garbage. So I'm going to assume that it was complete trash, as always. So there's that. Not going to change, because guess what? It's trash. Trash doesn't change. I mean, it can if you're like recycling stuff, but that's just too much work. Too much work. I don't know. I guess we can just keep it down today, you know. Well, before I go, I just want to tell you guys something. You never know what somebody's going through. You know, you never know what they're dealing with. The pain they're going through, the doubting of self-worth. It's important to talk to your friends, talk to your family, and let them know that you're there for them. You care about them. because it's important, It's very, very important. Mental health is, for the longest time, it's been mocked. It's been ridiculed. It's been talked about as not a serious thing. And I can tell you it is a very serious thing. It's an extremely serious thing. Some of the people I'm closest to, or unfortunately now that I'm not so close to anymore, they've had some issues, man. And I gotta tell you, it's not fun thinking about them doing something insane or radical. And again, like I said earlier at the start of this, everybody has some stuff they go through. I've been going through some stuff the last few months, and it's not fun. Not that kind of stuff, but just personal relationship stuff with other people that it's not a thing I look forward to every day. It's something that I don't like. And like I said, unfortunately, something happened the other day to where I had to. I mean, it really started a couple months ago, but something happened, and it's something. It's somebody that I'm gonna miss. It's somebody that I wish things would have gone differently, but we're just in a time in our life right now where that's just not possible. And no, I'm not talking about a girlfriend, or I'm just talking about a friend. I'm just talking about people that I was close to, and things have changed, and it's just one of those things where they are somebody who I've had to worry about in the past. Sorry. And it's a scary thing to think about them and their issues, and it's a very serious thing. I'm happy that especially this last year, it's been taken more seriously, as it should. But hey, no matter what happens with people that who you're not friends with anymore, whatever, be there for them. If they need something, be there. Does that mean they're going to come to you right away? No. But if they do, reach out to them. Talk to them. Let them know that no matter what happens, you still care, And that's how I am, I'm no matter what. That's why I don't block people. I'll block them on things, but I'll never block I'll never make it to where they can't get a hold of me by phone. I will never block their number, because anything can happen at any time. And that's how certain things are. Again, people change, things change, the things they want change, the way they feel about situations or other things, that changes. You just gotta ride it through, and you gotta be there for them. It's not a laughing matter. It's not funny. Okay? So please, be nice to people, be kind, and just, if you can, try and donate to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's a charity that I donate to. It's one that I set up a donation page for my birthday, and they have a walk coming up April 6th here in town. So please, look into it, donate, sign up with the walk, do what you can. It's something that's very serious to me, and it's something that I don't take lightly. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. I know people that it has affected them, and it's just an awful thing. So please, do what you can. Look it up. I'll try and leave a link here in the description so you guys can donate to the page. You can sign up to the walk. I will be doing the walk. It is April 6th. I think sign in is at 9. I think the walk starts at 10, or it's the other way around. Signing in is 10. The walk starts at 11. Either way. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. And as always, until next time.